So as usual, let's start off with the deck. ACEDECK is always starting new trends, and this is no different. I don't know any other company that has a deck style that's like this. I didn't think I would actually like it at first, but it turns out I do. It has that kind of deep dish kind of vibe that's kind of like a baking tray but made for skating, and it really plants in my feet and has very good concave. I also don't know a 14S setup with this slim of a design. Now this part of the bottom of the deck is a part of their strength reinforcement system. We like to call it in the automotive industry fluidic sculpture design, but I do see how it actually reinforces the chassis design for it to have incredible strength for heavier riders, especially knowing it's such a slim, sleek design packing a massive battery. As for the top mount of the deck, it was quite comfortable because the baking tray design that I like to call it really planted my feet in nice. Whether I'm just standing there and just cruising or I'm doing some carving like this and I'm having a good time, it really plants in my feet just right and I never have to look down. It also doesn't have that aggressive W concave that sits in the middle of the deck, or when I want to change it up and start hitting higher speeds like this, the deck just really plants me in nicely. As for these wheels, I thought these wheels were going to be cheap 97mm China-based wheels, and they very much surprised me. On bad roads, they felt extremely soft and gummy, so they were quite comfortable even on bad roads like this. So if you're afraid of the board being uncomfortable because it is a slim carbon fiber street board with no AT availability, don't worry, the board still is very comfortable. Now, in my experience, when a wheel is very gummy and very soft, it compromises the grip. Some people think the softer, the more grippier. That's not exactly true. If the urethane compound is a very cheap, soft feeling wheel, sometimes it will lose traction very easily. With these, it gripped very well. As for the trucks, these are stainless steel, traditional kingpin trucks with 96A bushings, and I thought it wouldn't be a good carving board just by seeing the setup itself, and I was wrong. It does carve very, very nice. Now, just like all the ACEDECK setups, all their traditional kingpin trucks have a fantastic middle ground of fast speed, stability, and also good carvability. As for speed, I got the board up to 32 miles per hour, but I wasn't really trying to hit its top speed because I still have that PTSD from the crash.
Get up to like 10 miles per hour.
All right, we're good now.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, acceleration test. S plus mode. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah! Man, that's good. Very impressive for a four-wheel drive, hub drive board. Now, if you're going to ask, is it faster and more powerful than the Nomad N1? No, it's not. Okay, giant hill test. Ares X3 four-wheel drive. Up the very big hill. The performance boards usually do 27 to 32 miles per hour up this hill. So let's see how she does. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. It's definitely a different feeling with such a flat center gravity street wheel and four-wheel drive and no belt noise. That's why it's very strange yet super powerful and a very different feeling. 29.3 miles per hour up that hill, and I let off once because there's like a little sewer kind of hump. Usually I kind of would fly over that when it comes to the AT boards, but this being a street board, four-wheel drive, so low to the ground, I kind of just let off the throttle a little bit and then came right back on it. So I would say definitely 29.3. I would say it would do 30, a little bit above 30 miles per hour if I didn't let off. Well done, ACEDECK. Well done. Okay, brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. All right, good. And that's at 40%, so you can turn up their percentage in the remote if you want. But since it's four-wheel drive, I kind of kept it low. Now, just a heads up for those who are wondering if there is a throttle delay / dead man in this board, there is not. Start pushing it, and it starts going. It is very smooth, very responsive. The second you start pushing it, you start feeling it go. It's not jerky. It doesn't have a delayed response or anything like that. So if you're worried about that with this board, worry no more, my friend. Worry no more. Okay, 10% warning came a couple miles ago. 1 bar left out of 10. So clearly I have very little amount left. And it's a little uphill. Yeah, that's crazy. 27 miles per hour, less than 10% left. That's crazy. So I'm technically at 29.5 miles, and this freaking board will not die. Crazy. Won't die. I'm just about to reach 30 miles. And I'm going up a little hill. 17, 18 miles per hour up a hill. Little hill. Look, no bars. And it's still going. And no bars. Crazy. As for range, I'm a 155-pound rider, and it's about 65 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I rode in mostly S mode and a little bit in S plus mode. And I'm happy to report I got the advertised range of 31 miles. So hats off to ACEDECK for not advertising their range with inflated numbers. Now, a couple things worth mentioning. I know a lot of people DM me about wheel bite, and I was worried myself. These are 105 cloud wheels, and as you can see, you got a good amount of room left with 105 cloud wheels. If you're a bigger, heavier rider, I really wouldn't go any further, but that's up to you. Now, since this board is direct drive, not only is it maintenance free because you don't have any belts to worry about, but it's very easy to roll because it has almost a zero resistance. It also won't scrape the deck or any other belt covers when you put it on a 90-degree angle. With the belt drive, it's harder to actually roll because of the resistance from belts. Now, not only will that help you with range, but you can actually kick push the board in case you do run out of range. Even kick pushing your board from a complete stop and then hitting the throttle will significantly increase your range. Now let's talk about the remote. This remote is no different from all their other models. You have the battery indicator for the remote and the actual board itself. You have your miles per hour or kilometers. You have forward directional and reverse. You also have the four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive option. You can change your brake levels. You have your digital trip. You have your total trip. You have your miles per hour, and you got your low for your lowest speed mode. Then you got the eco mode, then you got S for sport mode, and then you got S plus for the highest speed mode. Then if you click the bottom button 8 times, you have a back screen menu that gives you tons and tons of different options. I only know a few companies that have these many options inside the remote itself. Tiny has this, Evolve has this, Backfire has this, and of course some DIY apps have this. But I don't know any other company that has this on the remotes other than what I just mentioned. The Ares X3 also has a top mounted charging port along with the 4 amp charger. Only minor complaints, your motors will get scuffed up a little bit. It's a part of skating, they will get scuffed up a little bit. And this piece of grip tape keeps on kind of coming loose, but only minor complaints. Final thoughts. Now, I'm the first one to admit I do not like 4-wheel drive boards. 4-wheel drive boards usually have this heavy feeling up front, and it gets in the way of the maneuverability of the board and the type of carving I want to do. But with this was quite different. This didn't feel like a traditional 4-wheel drive board. It didn't feel big and bulky up front, and it didn't get in the way at all of my turning and my carving. I think anybody that likes this type of wide platform that really sinks in your feet and wants a powerful 4-wheel drive, direct drive board, I mean, this is just it. With this direct drive, you got the power, you got the range, you got zero maintenance, and it's super sleek. You can also combine their free shipping discount code along with our discount code. They're also currently shipping from their USA warehouse. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.